Welcome to Fein Dining. I'm Jen.
And I'm Drew. Today we're going to try something new and let you know whether the dining is fine or should be left behind. So what's on the menu?
So today we have a very expensive treat.
Oh no!
We have two different types of Bowza.
Bowza? Isn't that the villain in Super Mario Brothers?
Well, that may well be, but it is also a fancy treat that is a combo of bao and pizza, hence the name. Bowza.
Those are two words I'm a big fan of. Yes.
Bao, in case you didn't know, is an Asian treat that you can buy. Usually like it's a street vendor type of food, or they're steamed buns and they have like a soft doughy texture on the outside, and on the inside it usually is filled with something delicious.
Yes.
Many times it's some kind of Chinese pork on the middle, which is what your most favorite kind is, probably.
Pork-filled Bowza.
Yeah.
Bao.
Yes, bao. Just bao. And now everybody in the world knows what bao is because of that Pixar short from a few years ago.
It's adorable.
If they didn't know before, but I'm sure that you fine diners probably already knew. Anyway, Drew is a big fan of bao.
Bao is wonderful. It's a fluffy, wonderful treat. I said wonderful twice because it is doubly wonderful. It's doughy and chewy, and then it has a savory inside. It's got, you can hold it in your hand. It's like a Chinese hand pie. And
the other thing we should say that you can get sweet Bowza.
Yes.
I don't know when I say Bowza. No, they don't make sweet Bowza yet, but I'm sure that's coming. But you can get sweet bao. But we don't usually, I don't know if we've ever had a sweet bao.
No, they probably have like a red bean one or something.
Yeah. So these are probably like the standard size for bao. Sometimes you'll see gigantic ones.
Yeah.
Like more about this size, like the size of a cheeseburger or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is again in the long list of foods that we like that are filled dough.
Yes.
Dough filled with something delicious is big on our list. Drew likes it slightly better than me because, I should say why.
Why is that?
There's something about the outside part that is not, it's really kind of like white bread.
It is, but I think one of the reasons Jen isn't as big a fan of the bao is that if we had an actual steamer, I think we'd get the texture more correct, whereas when you do it in the microwave, it's not really doing it the justice that a fresh bao.
That's probably true, and we should disclose that these were cooked in the microwave. These come in a little package meant to be microwaved.
Right.
You don't open it or tear it or anything. It tells you. It's very specific and with exclamation points and stuff, telling you not to tear the bag. And then it puffs all the way up when you're microwaving it, and that's the way it steams.
Yes.
So these are, also they use an exclamation point in their name. Bowza has an exclamation point.
Bao is exciting, pizza is exciting, exclamation points that make it even more exciting. I should mention that Mark Cuban is an investor in this, and if you know from food products, he seems to invest in every other product you know Mark Cuban has invested. Yet, I sent him a suggestion for my fish-filled knishes. No response whatsoever. What's up with that, Mark?
Yeah, really, come on. You have to be on the cutting edge here. The reason earlier I mentioned that they are very expensive is because these things retail for $6.49.
Wow.
I should stress it's $6.49 for two.
Oh, you can get that cheaper at the Chinese restaurant.
Two in the box. Two Bowza for $6.49.
That's why Mark Cuban is a billionaire.
Yeah. We got ours on sale for $5 at Sprouts. So, okay, I'm going to cut this, even though you might just usually bite right into it. But since we have the treat of having two different flavors here today, I'm going to cut so we can share.
Okay.
This one is the spinach. What is it? Cheesy spinach.
Yes.
It's called cheesy spinach. Spinach, mozzarella, cream cheese, and sauteed garlic.
Sounds good.
Sounds delicious.
I can already smell it.
Yeah. It smells like a pizzeria.
It does.
It's very pizza-y smelling.
Mm-hmm.
It has... This one did spew out a little.
It did.
This one is the barbecue chicken, which barbecue chicken is one of our favorite kind of pizzas to get.
It is.
So these...
No.
That one is a little bit empty. I'll have that one. Okay, so let's try the spinach cheese one first.
Let's do it.
Don't you think?
This is exciting.
It is. These smell really good, I have to say. They look good and they smell good. You can kind of get an idea of that doughy bread if you just have a look at it. It's like I said, it's kind of like white bread.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Like a soft, fresh, spongy white bread. I think we already did the smell test because the sniff test was immediately done when I cut into it.
Yes. Spinachy, garlicky, pizza-y.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's have a bite.
Let's do it.
Chewy.
Do we have a napkin?
We do. I prepared.
Wee bit oily. Here you go.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. It's got a strong garlic taste.
It really does. It's much stronger than I would have expected.
Yeah, more than you... Sometimes products, when they say garlic, they just don't deliver. But
yes.
This is delivering. This is really good for a vegetarian.
Yes. It's cheesy. It's garlicky. The dough is doing exactly what a microwave bao is supposed to do. Mm-hmm. It's a fun handheld food, except that at the bottom, this one, since we over microwaved it.
Yeah, that's not the Bowza's fault.
That is our fault. Mm-hmm. And we feel bad.
Sorry, I think you got the worst one. Mine didn't have as much on the bottom. Wow, I like that.
Yes.
On the box, it shows actual cloves of garlic over here.
Yes, and you can tell. Mm-hmm. You know, looking at that box, show the box again. Mm-hmm. This is delicious, don't get me wrong. But the ratio of filling to bao,
absolutely, the filling
the dough,
on this.
Right, that looks like 80% filling, 20% dough, and it's exactly the opposite, I would say. Maybe 20.
There's way more dough.
Right, which is good.
I mean, it tastes good, but it doesn't look like this.
Right. It would probably be even better if it did have more stuff.
And just a little bit more, at least.
Yeah.
Because you can see this is quite bready.
Yes.
Now, I just can't help but to go back to that price tag a little. It is tasty, but I don't know if it's $6.49 tasty.
No, especially like if one of them seems like it would taste good, but there's no way that would fill you for an entire lunch. So you'd have to have both of them.
Yeah, you'd have to have both of them for sure.
Right, and then you $6.50 for lunch. You can go out and eat. You can eat like a king.
Mm-hmm. And you can get at most Chinese markets, well, Asian markets, you can get a form of bao there. They sell, like, if they sell fresh food, it's right in the front usually, all steamed and fresh. Right.
It's like a fancy fusion surcharge happening here is what I think.
Yeah, because those are like maybe $2.
Right, those are bao, and this is pizza bao, Bowza.
Right.
Let's double the price.
Right. Okay.
So, now I want to try the other one.
Yeah, let's try the other one.
Okay.
I'm going to grab this one. This is, this has just a piece of cheese at the bottom almost. Now, these have been sitting here for a minute, so I think when you get them out fresh, it would be more melted. looking.
Yes.
This is, ooh, it smells kind of barbecue-y.
Yeah. Barbecue sauce.
In a strange way, this one has a more Asian feel to it because often it's Chinese barbecue that's in there.
Right. Barbecue pork.
On the bao, the traditional bao. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
It's going to be hard to get a bite of everything here, I think. I'm going to squish it a little bit to make it where I get the barbecue and the cheese and the dough.
Yes.
Sweet.
Yeah, I kind of think maybe too sweet.
Also,
Barbecue is very, everyone has their own flavors of barbecue they like, and it's going to kind of depend on where
this
you...
is sweet. Sweet barbecue.
Yes.
Honestly, I like the spinach one better.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I mean, this
And
is...
I'm surprised because this is the one I was more excited about.
Yeah, I mean, barbecue chicken, that doesn't taste like the barbecue chicken on a barbecue chicken pizza.
No. Also, you know, a barbecue chicken pizza usually has like red onion on there.
Yeah. Oh, this would super benefit.
Yeah,
from
this could
some red
benefit
onion
from
in it.
some red onion, and it could benefit from, like, I don't know, some cilantro or something. This is kind of boring, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's just kind of boring.
Yeah, that's okay. But for $3.50, that is not. You got to bring something to the table. The spinach one's bringing something to the table.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm surprised here because I totally expected to like the barbecue chicken more. Maybe just because it makes me think of traditional bao more.
Right. But the barbecue pork in the bao is way better. Way better than that.
And the there are at least a couple of other flavors. There's a pepperoni one, and then there pepperoni cheese pizza one.
Yeah.
And there's one like a supreme-ish type with pepperoni and Italian sausage.
Yeah.
So we should definitely
I
try
would try
those.
those.
Hopefully they'll be on sale.
Oh yeah, we did get these on sale. They were $5 at Sprouts. They weren't
Right.
the full $6.50.
Right, but still.
Yeah, $2.50 is still high.
I mean, yeah. But I would get these spinach ones again, but I wouldn't get those barbecue chicken ones again.
Yes, the spinach ones are Wowza,
Yeah.
and the barbecue one is Nowza. Now, and there's nothing that rhymes with that.
So, okay, let's give ratings.
Let's give ratings.
Since we've already telegraphed that we liked the barbecue chicken one less, let's do that one first.
Okay.
So for the barbecue chicken one, I'm going to give it a 5.5.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say 6. So
Yeah.
it's fine. If it didn't have the price is kind of messing with it, but it's even there's Hot Pockets that are perfectly way better than that. So it's
Yes.
there's not really a point of its existence.
Agreed.
So if you're hungry, if it's sitting around, you'd eat it, but you shouldn't. There's no reason to seek it out.
Okay, so let's go for the spinach, the cheesy spinach one.
Okay.
For cheesy spinach, I would give that a high 7.
Aha.
High 7.
I'll go low 8 for being arbitrary. It's actually, it probably hooked it up that we had a disappointing one as well, because
Yeah.
it made this one seem even
That's
better.
true. I'm going to have one more bite of this.
Okay.
I don't know why, because I've already given it a rating.
I'm down
Probably
with
just
that.
because I want to. I want to make sure, the cheese is good in there.
It's a good cheese.
That's just good.
Yeah, it's like a... You had a good cheesy calzone kind of thing, and then
Yeah.
baby form with a doughier...
Yeah. And the dough, we should say, you can probably see a little bit when we held it up, but there's some spices in the dough where when you get the traditional bao, it's usually just plain white.
Yes.
It just looks like a white bread on there.
I'm happy with that.
I am too. Honestly, they need to come down on the price.
Yes.
But they are tasty treats. The spinach ones are.
The spinach ones, if it was on sale for $4.
Yes, then it would be acceptable.
Right. $4 is, that's
Somehow,
the threshold.
Yeah. Because really, think about it. Would you want to pay more than $2 for one of these little? Yeah. Anyway, we're stressing too much on that. The thing is that it's good.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Mm-hmm. And I might have some lingering resentment towards Mark Cuban for rejecting my suggestion, but I know for a fact those fish knishes would have been huge, Cuban. Huge!
Come on, take our advice. Well, we will see you next time on Fine Dining.
Fine dining, y'all.